Well, good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, you know what? I was told that we are actually having a party here in City Heights. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Again, my name is Joe Fourier. I'm the Western Region Vice President for LISC, the Local Initiative Support Corporation. As you know, LISC is the country's largest nonprofit that focuses on rebuilding and revitalizing neighborhoods. We believe that every community should have the opportunity to thrive. And so we're very excited about you joining us today for this neighborhood investment celebration. Now today we're here to recognize the Citi Foundation for their generous seed investment in LISC, the City of San Diego, and most importantly, our community partners to develop an inclusive economic development agenda, which is really about supporting the necessary infrastructure, leadership, and community-driven projects that set the stage for further investment, business growth, and jobs in our neighborhoods for residents. And we're going to hear a little bit more about that, but we have a few dignitaries here that we want to recognize, and I'll try and list them all, and then we'll hold our applause till the end. So we'll hear from him in just a little bit, and we have our Mayor, Kevin Faulconer, the City of San Diego, with us. We have Matthew Yagagan with Councilmember Georgette Gomez's office, Julio Rivera with Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez Fletcher's office, James Alvo with City Community Development, Chi Elder with City Community Development, Elizabeth Demetrio, who is our National Economic Development Director, who made her way out here from New York. And we also happen to have Reese Jarrett, the head of Civic San Diego, and then also LISC Local Advisory Committee members, our chair, Gordon Warner, and also Art Rivera here with us. Thank you for being here with us today. We're also pleased to be holding this event at the Fair at 44, which opened in October and has become a true community asset very quickly. A platform for entrepreneurs to start their dreams in building their businesses. The Fair at 44 is just one of the examples that the city investment has helped make happen in terms of building out a larger economic development strategy. And so we're proud that San Diego has had an opportunity to provide input and provide San Diego innovation to that process. It's happening here in City Heights. It's happening in Logan Heights as well. And this is going to give you an idea of what's happening on the ground, because this is where the magic happens. And so to start things off, we'd like to hear from a business owner who has taken the leap of faith in starting her own business. And so I'm honored to introduce Mireya Galvan and her daughter, Alex. Mireya is the owner of Tortas Ahogadas La Potranca Tapatia, one of the businesses that meets here every Wednesday at the 4 at 44th. Mireya?
Buenos días.
Good morning.
Mi nombre es Mireya Galvan y ella es mi hija, Alejandra.
My name is Mireya Galvan and this is Alejandra, my daughter.
Soy de Guadalajara, México,
I am from Guadalajara, Mexico,
y soy dueña del negocio Tortas Ahogadas,
and I am the owner of the business Tortas Ahogadas,
La Potranca Tapatía.
La Potranca Tapatia.
Soy inmigrante,
I'm an immigrant,
madre soltera de dos maravillosos hijos,
a single mother of two wonderful children,
y soy sobreviviente de violencia doméstica.
and I'm a survivor of domestic violence.
Y encontré la manera
And I have found the way
de lo que soy ahora,
to be who I am today,
una mujer emprendedora.
an entrepreneur woman.
Les voy a contar un poco de mi vida.
I would like to tell you something about my life.
Durante el tiempo que viví en Guadalajara,
During the time I lived in Guadalajara,
pasé por situaciones muy difíciles,
I went through many difficult situations,
emocional,
emotional,
económicas.
economical,
Tenía mucha presión de mi esposo,
constantly with the weight of my ex-husband,
quien diariamente
telling me daily
me tenía que hacer que diariamente me decía
that daily he told me
que tenía que hacer dinero
that I had to find a way
de cualquier forma
to make money in any way,
y que mis hijos eran mi responsabilidad.
and that my children were my responsibility.
Así que comencé con mi negocio
This is how and why I started my business.
por la necesidad de sobrevivir
Because of the need to survive
y sacar adelante a mis hijos.
and to provide for my children,
Como madre y padre que soy,
I needed to be both a mother and a father.
yo ya no podía continuar
I could no longer continue
con el abuso emocional y físico
with the physical and emotional abuse,
y económico.
and economic as well.
Así fue que sin saber nada
Without knowing anything
de cómo preparar una torta ahogada,
about how to prepare a torta ahogada,
mucho menos la salsa,
even less the sauce,
así comencé mi negocio
that's how I began my business
de tortas ahogadas.
of tortas ahogadas.
Con la ayuda de Dios y de mis hijos,
With the help of God and my children,
el negocio creció rápidamente.
the business grew rapidly.
De repente un policía corrupto
In a short time, a corrupt police officer
comenzó a extorsionarme
began to extort me for money,
y por miedo tuve que abandonar México
and out of fear, I had to leave Mexico.
y fue así como regresé a Estados Unidos
That was how I came back to the United States,
para que mis hijos tuvieran un futuro mejor.
so that my children could have a better future.
Cuando llegamos aquí,
Arriving here,
mis hijos,
my children,
cuando llegamos aquí pasamos
when we arrived here, we went through a lot,
por muchas situaciones
for many situations
y dificultades
and difficulties,
económicas
economical
y problemas de salud.
and health issues as well.
Esto me llevó a una gran depresión.
This led me to a terrible depression.
Fue entonces que conocí a Julia
That's when I met Julia
Macusen,
Macuset,
quien me habló del grupo microcrédito de la maestra.
who spoke to me about the microcredit group of La Maestra.
Fue ahí que aprendí a empezar
That's how I learned how to start my business,
mi negocio y conocí a Vital de City Heights, CDC,
and I met Avital from City Heights CDC,
del proyecto de la feria. Sí,
and learned about the Fair of the 44 project,
de donde ahora tenemos nuestro negocio,
where we now have our business,
Tortas Ahogadas La Potranca Tapatía.
Tortas Ahogadas La Potranca Tapatía.
El nombre representa para mí
The name for me represents
Tortas Ahogadas La Potranca Tapatía.
the name of Tortas Ahogadas La Potranca Tapatía represents for me.
Perdón, estoy emocionada.
I'm sorry, I'm a little emotional.
Vine de Guadalajara. Representa para mí la fuerza la fuerza y mi determinación
The name represents the strength and determination
de sobresalir.
to succeed.
Los 3 caballos en el logo representan
The three horses on the logo represent
a mis hijos y a mí.
my 2 children and I.
Me gustaría darle las gracias
I would like to thank
a City Heights CDC,
to City Heights CDC,
El Cajón Boulevard,
El Cajon Boulevard,
Asociación de Negocios LISC
Association of Business in LISC,
y al grupo de mujeres emprendedoras de la maestra.
and to the group of La Maestra Entrepreneurs Women Foundation,
Y la Fundación Citi,
and the Citi Foundation.
¿sí, verdad? Y también le doy las gracias a usted,
I would also like to thank you, Mayor,
señor alcalde, y a todos los que están presentes.
and to those all who are present today.
Y finalmente, con la ayuda de Dios,
And finally, with the help of God,
espero verlos pronto
I hope to see you all soon
en un nuevo futuro
in a near future
cercano en el restaurante,
in our own restaurant,
si Dios nos lo permite.
if God allows us.
Gracias a Dios
Thank God,
y que Dios me los bendiga.
and God bless you all.
Well, thank you very much, Mireya, for sharing your powerful story. And what an inspiration to all of us. And I think even more important than that, a reminder to all of us of how important our work is and really the honor it is to get to do this work, every single day. Thank you. So in 2015, the Citi Foundation made an initial investment in LISC to develop a national economic development strategy. And San Diego has been a beneficiary of that investment. And really, we have enjoyed LISC, a long-standing both local and national partnership with the Citi Foundation. And so what we wanted to do, because of their strong commitment to serve underserved neighborhoods, we want to give a small token of our appreciation to the Citi Foundation, who really started to help get this going. So what I would like to do is I'd like to have James Alva, who's the Senior Vice President for the City Community Development and Market Manager for Southern California, accept the award. And we're going to have Elizabeth Dimitro, our National Economic Development Director, go ahead and present that award to James on behalf of LISC. And James, can we get you to come up and say a few words?
Well, thank you, Joe. As Joe mentioned, my name is James Alva, and I'm here to represent the Citi Foundation, or as many of you will know us, the foundation of Citibank. But before I start and say what I am officially here to say, I just wanted to say something very briefly in Spanish to Mireya. Mireya, gracias por todo lo que hace para su hija, no solo por lo que hace para su familia, pero lo que hace para la comunidad. I said, thank you to Mireya and her daughter for what they do, not only for their family, but also what they do for the community here. You may know, thank you. So, you've definitely heard of Citibank before, and you know that we are a big corporation. Some stats that you may not know, we are in over 150 countries, in over 1,000 cities, and have over 250,000 employees globally. So we are a big, complex global corporation. However, our mission is really quite simple. Our mission is to enable progress in the cities in which we operate. We have been very fortunate to have a partnership with LISC, and we know that there is no better way to partner with an organization such as LISC to develop the local economy like a place here in San Diego. I personally am the proud son of small business owners who are also immigrants. I grew up in a community that looked kind of like this. Not always. It happened after some development, and it's really quite humbling to be able to be here on stage with all of you today and hear from Mireya, who's from Guadalajara, like my family is as well, and have an opportunity to be here and represent a bank and a global financial institution to provide support for the economic development of San Diego. We know that economic development doesn't happen in silos. It really takes a comprehensive approach, and LISC has a unique opportunity and a background in creating this comprehensive approach. We are very happy to be a partner with LISC in this opportunity here in San Diego, and I thank you for the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, James. Obviously, the work of LISC is really about the LISC of partnerships. And there's no better way to have LISC and the Citi Foundation recognize the village that has been working over the last couple of years and helping to develop this economic inclusive development agenda. And so what I wanted to make sure that we do is we recognize the partners. I'm going to call your names and ask that you stand, and then again we'll hold our applause till the end. But you're the ones at the end of the day who really make things happen and are making a huge difference on behalf of San Diego, in particular those neighborhoods that need it. And so I'm going to go ahead and start first with City Heights Community Development Corporation. If you could stand and remain standing. The El Cajon Boulevard Business Improvement Association, City Heights Business Association, the Media Arts Center, the International Rescue Committee, the Corinne Organization of San Diego, La Maestra, the YMCA, Price Charities. And we also want to give a special shout out to Price Charities, because we would not be here today if they would not have made this land available. So thank you. And also, because we're working in 2 neighborhoods, we also have representatives with us from Bain Community Development Corporation and Space for Art. So again, thank you very much for everything that you've been doing. And what we'd like to do is take a picture with you guys afterwards with the mayor. Okay, and that brings us to the mayor, Mayor Kevin Faulconer. First of all, we want to thank Mayor Kevin Faulconer and the City of San Diego for their commitment in creating opportunity in all of San Diego's neighborhoods. And I just want to tell the mayor that we want to give a special shout out to city staff that have come to community meetings. I mean, they have shown up, which is the most important thing, and once there, have served as an invaluable sounding board for new ideas from the community. Number 2, the city has signed leases with the El Cajon BIA and City Heights Business Association to turn vacant lots into space for community events and an opportunity for residents to get engaged. And last, the city is thinking innovatively about how to create flexible permitting for art, cultural, and gathering activities that bring people together in creative pursuits or support our creative economies. On a more personal note, I've known this guy for over 25 years, and so it's indeed great to have him here today. It's great to have our mayor here with us, but more personally, it's great to be introducing a friend to all of you, the mayor, Kevin Faulconer.
Thank you, Joe. Yes, we went to San Diego State together, right up the way for a number of years. Joe is much smarter than I am, as you can tell. But first and foremost, Mireya, am I that tall? Okay, very good. I like it. I too wanted to say thank you for sharing your story. You're the very definition of entrepreneurship, about doing great things. And I want to make you a deal. When you open that restaurant, because you are going to have a restaurant, will you please invite me? And I'll be there on the first day to open it up for all of San Diego. So congratulations. And thank you, Joe, and thank you for all of you for being here on a beautiful sunny day. Wow, I'll speak quick because some of our folks are in the sun here. But there's no way I would miss this today, because this is about bringing all of our communities, and you represent the best of San Diego. And I'm so proud of that as mayor, and so proud of working with all of you as we are creating a city that says economic opportunity should happen in every single neighborhood. That's what One San Diego is all about. And we can see it as we see the tremendous, not only here at the fair, but just all of the other, as I said, the entrepreneurial spirit, taking advantage of some of the best people that you'll find anywhere in the world. And so thank you for being there. Joe, I want to thank wherever you went. I want to thank you and Elizabeth with LISC. I want to thank James Alva and everybody with Citi Foundation. I also want to thank, of course, this is all about partnerships. It's not about one organization, and I'm glad Joe introduced everybody up front here. But the fact that our Business Improvement Association, Maritza with the City Heights CDC, it's about bringing people together and growing jobs and growing opportunity. That's the very best, as I said, of San Diego. And so the fact that Citi and LISC understand how important that is, know that you have a city and a mayor that stands behind you as we continue to put that effort to grow, as we continue to put the staff's effort in economic development. That's what it's about. It's about opportunity and making sure that we're doing the tools that we should, as I said before, that we make sure is that every community has the opportunity. And our city is not truly great until every neighborhood is doing great. And that's something I believe in very, very strongly. So thank you for everybody for coming together. Thank you for everybody on the fair. Here at Fair 44, I think it's a perfect example of what happens when private sector, public sector, our philanthropic communities come together. And it's about helping our economy, helping our small business, helping our neighbors and residents from the bottom up. That's how you start that small business. That's how you start from working out here to growing that restaurant, to hiring more employees, to creating economic opportunity. I can't think of a better example. And so thank you again to Citi, thank you to LISC, and thank for all of you for doing your part for making One San Diego. As I said, you have a mayor that understands that and believes in that. And so it's my pleasure to spend a few minutes today, everybody. Keep on doing the great work. Congratulations. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Kevin. More importantly for just being here, but I think, again, your commitment to San Diego neighborhoods and already working tirelessly to support San Diego neighborhoods. And let me just say, ladies and gentlemen, the work is just beginning. We've only gotten started, right? We've only gotten started. So we're going to look forward to your continued leadership, your continued support as we look to expand economic opportunity for all of our San Diego neighborhoods. And so with that said, we're almost about ready to wrap this up. As the mayor said, it's getting hot. I'm also getting a little hungry right now myself. But before we do that, I want to give a special shout out to the LISC staff who put an enormous amount of energy, effort, and time in today's event. Kwafi, Jason, Christine, and Trang. Thank you. And what we have to do is we have to give you a little bit more information on the fair at 44. So what better way to do that than to invite up John O'Connor, the Secretary of El Cajon Boulevard Business Improvement Association, and Maritza Maximo, the Economic Development Manager of City Heights CDC, to come up here and take us home so that we can go ahead and enjoy the food and have fun.
I will be quick. Not everyone has an umbrella on the right side over there, so we'll go quick. I'm the chair of our Economic Development Committee on the El Cajon Boulevard Business Improvement Association. And what Joe said it right, the mayor's team at his office with Jonathan and Eric really do show up, and we appreciate all your help with this and other projects we have on the boulevards. Thank you for that. Before I had my first child about over a year ago, I used to work out a lot, and after work I'd come right to the gym and go get something to eat and go home. That was my routine, right? So I remember one day I got a call right after working out from Beryl Foreman. She's our marketing and mobility coordinator at the Boulevard. Raise your hand, Beryl. Hi, Beryl. She does a great job on the Boulevard. We're really blessed and fortunate to have her. She knows everything about El Cajon Boulevard before anyone else. So she calls me and says, how about we expand? We do a market on the West End once a month. And she said, how about a weekly or maybe even more than weekly market on the lot next to the YMCA? And I thought, that's a great idea. We can help, businesses get started and truly incubate businesses. And I wouldn't have to get in my car after working out. I could just come get something to eat. But I thought that was great. That was a great idea. But we didn't own the property here. This was occupied by trucks, and we don't necessarily have the bandwidth to do all this type of thing. So I thought it was a great idea that wouldn't go anywhere. So this idea was talked about through our ethnic business cluster, the partnership of everyone in the front row here, and it started to snowball, and here we are. Here we are today. And we certainly couldn't do it without the support of everyone here, especially LISC, the mayor's office, our council members. So I'm very proud that this small idea was actually able to come to fruition, and we'll let Maritza from City Heights bring it home. Thanks, guys.
I have to be on my toes. So I have the great honor to speak on behalf of my friends and colleagues here, part of the collaborative. I was asked to speak about the successes we've had over the course of the year, specifically at Fair 44, and I thought, how do I sum that up in 2.5 minutes? It's actually shrinking as we speak now. I thought, well, I could talk about how what we've done here directly responds to years of community conversation and research. I could mention that in just 3 months, we helped launch 3 new businesses, increase the earning potential of 6 local businesses, 17 local artists, and created 2 regular part-time jobs. And that's just here, this one project. I could also mention that as a collaborative, everybody, including everybody in the front row, we've transformed underutilized spaces into a micro business incubator, outdoor family theater, a music venue, an art gallery, and a public park with hundreds of visitors. But one of the biggest measures of success is something that you're not going to find on a reporting sheet or a database. And that's what happens in places like these. Here at Fair 44, just as the sun sets, when these twinkle lights come on, the singer strums her first note on that guitar, and there's aromatic fragrances of exotic lands or maybe from a country that you long to go back to, a home. That's when magic happens here. That's when families representing 5 different continents, speaking 30 different languages, come together here in this space. They eat good food, they have neighborly conversations, and they make joyful memories here, where all people are welcome. I bring my daughter here after work, and I love watching the children playing and dancing in this colorful plaza under the lights. As they play and develop friendships, they don't concern themselves with differences. They pay no attention to race, ethnicity, or religion. For them, even language is not a barrier. It is truly a unique and joyful experience, and it is something we need to foster more of in this time of divisiveness. We work to create opportunities. Opportunities for individuals to grow their capacity and broaden their career pathways. Opportunities for launching new businesses and growing the earning potential of old mom and pops. But one of the best opportunities we foster is the opportunity for strangers to come together, for them to build an understanding and admiration for each other. And this is the measure of success I'm most grateful and proud of. I'd like to thank LISC and Citi Foundation for entrusting us with this work, and to the communities we serve for allowing us to share their memories. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the food.
Party on.